Let's see if you guys got me. Again, I apologize. My everything just shut down mid-call. Just bam, shut it down. So let's just make sure my audio's working. All right. Yep, audio's working. Good deal. All right. So apologize in advance. I don't know what's going on today. One bad problem after another with all the technology. Let's try to get the whole call we started going on earlier. And let's see if we can just get everybody back on the phone to talk about everything. All right, Greg, we got you.
Yep.
All righty. Yeah, I was telling him I don't know what's going on with this technology today. It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
I'm working on getting Siddiqui and Pepin back on the phone.
They may or may not come on, but we'll see.
Oh, we got Mr. Pepin on the phone.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
There we go.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Oh, that's all right. Me and Eric got to do a little BSing while you were scrambling.
Bro, I don't think I've ever loaded a computer that fast before.
It takes. You got to set up the whole system, and you got to set up the whole broadcast. And when it crashes, you got to do it all over again. It's crazy. It's not easy. There's a lot of stuff.
It's definitely a lot of work, man.
Sorry about that, y'all, for the technical difficulties.
I don't have an answer from Greg. I mean, I say Greg. I don't have an answer from Eric.
All right, well, that's fine. Well, let's just talk to Jonathan. Well, dude, as I said, man, you're moving on to the Sweet 16. How do you feel, bud?
I'm excited, man. I'm pumped. It's and like I said earlier, the biggest thing I got out of all this is that me and Eric just tried running the board in our event, and
yeah,
that was, like I said, win or lose, like that was my goal. It's like I wanted us to be there right at the end, and that's what we did. And for me to come out by just the slimmest of margins, it's awesome. And
well, let me tell you that. Let me tell you this, man. From the kayak fishing community, there's no doubt you have earned everyone's respect who's been paying attention here. With the bracket, and your name. Next time they see your name at a live event or they see your name on a board, they don't want to go against you, man. You took down the big dog, man. So dude, huge props to you, man, for fishing your heart out like that. Todd Patrick picked it. He said that you would beat him, and he said your name early, and he knows all about you up from the north, and he said you're going to be a bracket buster, and you sure busted everybody's bracket, man.
You got that right.
Every dog has his day. Every squirrel gets a nut, man, and sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good.
Hey, that's exactly, man. But dude, congratulations, man. You fished your butts off, and that was an awesome matchup, man. You can't get any better than that, man. From a bracket kayak fishing matchup like that and coming down to the final quarter inch, it was incredible. I will tell you this: Eric Siddiqui caught a 21 3/4 inch fish at 6 o'clock. That didn't count.
Yeah, that's what you said. It's like, oh my god, man.
They were in there, man.
All right, while we have him on the phone, let's show one of his release videos for the day.
Yeah.
Let's show the world.
I just cannot break this 20-inch mark, but we got a fat.
Just don't crash your computer, Mark.
Girl.
No kidding.
She's 19 1/4. She's chomping.
Yeah.
And it's man, I'm glad that I'm glad you gave that to me, because a lot of us have never even seen a smallmouth on camera that big, besides the onboard submissions, and on top of that, we got to watch it swim off, so it's a win-win. You did a killer. You did what I didn't think any northerner could do today, John. You beat greenfish with brownfish, and I'm impressed. I'm not only impressed, I'm intimidated.
Well, if me and you come down to it, it's going to have to be in the championship, right?
It
That's
is.
right. Exactly. Well, listen, man, your results are so strong you crashed Mark's computer, man. So congratulations, buddy.
I'm about to say, dude, he caught so many inches, my computer couldn't handle talking about it.
That's right.
But it was cool today too. I was just talking to my dad on the phone a little while ago, and I said, as far as fish I submitted 13 fish today. I mean, we fished for 10 hours, so I mean, you know, it's not a crazy number for me, you know, from the waters that I've, you know, fished in around here to have that many today. But besides that, I bet you I tossed back 4 or 5 of them that I just slapped on the board. I knew they weren't even, you know, countable. And so, I mean, to come away with, you know, well, a dozen fish, you know, and then to put up more inches this week than I did I think last week I had 93 something, and then today, you know, almost. I was really hoping to get that 95 mark, but yeah.
So I got to ask you a question. I mean, you know, being in UP, I mean, do you think that kind of bite's going to hold up through the entire? If you get to the championship round, I mean, do you think you can hold up?
When's the championship round? Into May?
May 16th.
May 16th.
No doubt.
Okay.
Ooh, confident.
I have no doubt that the fish will still be here. It's whether I get on them or not.
Yeah,
it's
true.
just what body of water are they in now? You know,
right?
Are they still south? Are they going north? And I mean, like I said, right now things are just starting south, and man, it's just as things keep warming up, it just gets better. I mean, the 2 biggest fish that I've ever caught, as far as smallmouth, were well over 21 inches, and I caught them in the middle of June.
Mm.
So, and that's centrally located. That's like not getting crazy. But if I start heading more north, like I haven't done, and I, you know, willing to get out there and give her this year, I'm curious to see what's going on, because I'm signed up for May too. So regardless, we're gonna be giving it. And if people look at me as a target, that's just good. It just makes everybody else drive even harder, you know, and that's awesome.
Well,
I can make somebody else better, just like
you led the field today with 94.75 inches. You were only 3/4 of an inch off Mr. Kinnon's Louisiana gold mine down there. That's how good you fished today. It's incredible.
Without a 20-incher.
Exactly. Without a 20-incher and all brown fish. I mean, that's just amazing. Amazing.
Pepin, you got to consider yourself a major contender in this thing, because at this point you just took down the top dog. You know what that means? That means you are the new top dog.
Well, I'm gonna do my darndest to bring her all the way home. You can bet that.
Yeah, man, buddy. Well, listen, have a good night, man. Congratulations, buddy. Sweet 16, buddy.
All right, thanks.
That's awesome, man. Take care.
Bye.
That's fantastic fishing right there, man. Taking down Mr. Siddiqui. Incredible.
It really is. It's one thing that nobody picked. So that's something you know, is really awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Jason Gardner and Thomas Ginn on the phone and go over their matchup.
Absolutely. The Maine boys.
The Maine men showdown. We'll call Jason Gardner on Skype, and I'll give Thomas Ginn a call on the cell phone.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'm just switching over here so you can see the camera. I'll switch back to the standings board once we got them on. Mr. Gardner.
How's it going?
It is going good, buddy. I'm going to give your competitor for the day a call. Did we lose you on camera?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it back up.
There we go.
It's past our bedtime, Jason, on the East Coast, buddy.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. I was almost getting ready for bed when he messaged me and said he was going to put me on. So
we had a little technical difficulties there, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's because we're trying to run electronics from the south.
Hello.
Hey there, Mr. Tom. How are you doing today, sir?
Okay, how are you?
Doing good. I got you, Greg, and Jason all on the phone here, and I do have to say before we even get started, you had the biggest fan base in KBBT live history today.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, that was incredible. And seeing the whole family come on board, and his. Let me say this: he didn't start catching fish until his daughter said hello.
This is
It was
true.
incredible. It was incredible.
It was a good day, man.
Well, tell us about your day, man. I mean, you fished one spot. It was a warmer side, and then you went over to a more shallower spot across the street. You guys helped each other out, getting your kayaks and everything else. And then, Jason, you got on some fish, man. We tried to call you, and you said that that you were too busy. You were on fish, and it seemed like you had some pretty sweet spots fishing 3-4 feet deep with some lily pads growing up, and it seemed like you were pretty.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, it was actually even shallower than that. We were fishing, at least Tom and I, when we first launched, I fished a cove right near the launch, actually, and right off the bat, I was just pulling fish out. I probably caught 10 or 12 fish, was there maybe an hour, maybe that long, and then I kind of went down to the far end, and I actually saw Tom on one shoreline, and I went straight to the back, and we were fishing probably within 200 to 300 yards of each other the entire time we were there, and it was just both of us, one fish after another. We were talking back and forth, yelling back and forth to each other. I mean, it was awesome, man. I mean,
it was the ultimate showdown, man.
Yeah.
Body of water, 1-on-1.
Yeah, I'd catch a fish, he'd catch a fish, I'd catch another one, he'd catch one. I think all in all, in the last 4 hours, I think we caught just under 70 largemouth combined.
Wow.
And it was all on spinnerbait. I was throwing spinnerbait. Caught my first 3 fish on the other side with that, and then that's all I threw the whole second half. And once he figured out the spinnerbait bite, like I said, he was on, and every fish in that place was the same size. I mean, everything I was catching was 14 to 16 and a half inches, and just couldn't find the big one to call. It was a great consistent bite for the last 4 hours. And, Tom actually left like with an hour to go. I didn't know what he was doing because he was still on fish, but he bolted, and I actually moved over onto the side he was fishing on, and just still kept catching fish. I caught him right up until 5 o'clock. I caught one, it was around 17 inches, and I was pulling it in, and I look, and it was 5 o'clock on the button. So I wasn't able to upload that one, but yeah, it was a good day.
Tom, tell us a little bit about your day.
Well, it started off pretty bad. Like Jason said, we went to the north side of the pond, and with all the rocks and everything on that pond, it just amazes me that there was no fish to be had. I mean, nothing. I had one bite the whole time. And Jason mentioned earlier about, maybe crossing the road. So about 12:30, I started heading that way because I was just tired of just not catching nothing. So I texted him. I said, I'm thinking about going across the road. And he said, yeah, me too. So I went there and waited on him. And we helped each other across the road and everything, and then went from there. Also, the water temperature was 56 degrees and a lot warmer than the other side. So I thought I couldn't do any worse than what I already was. So we gave it a shot. Went over there, and I caught my first one on a blinking jig I made, and after that, nothing. So I had a spinnerbait tied up, and I thought, well, it's pretty shallow. I want something to kind of not sink so fast. And so I got my spinnerbait out, and they just started knocking the bar out of it.
Mm. Well, let's say this. You guys made Maine proud. You guys, battling each other like this, and both you guys wound up getting limits today. 4.25 inches separated you guys, but one of you has to go home, unfortunately, and it's the Sweet 16. Marcus, who is going to the Sweet 16 from Maine?
Taking on Jonathan Pepin, the man to beat in the competition, who has yet to put down the rod below 90 inches, is going to be Thomas Gent. Good job, buddy.
Thomas Gent, congratulations. both you guys have, as I said, have a lot to be proud of. Thomas, you had 83.5 inches. Jason, 79.75 inches. Man, what a battle, man! A great one fish could have done it for either one of you, and it's just incredible, man. Great job.
Hey, thanks. I kept saying even last week that I felt like Tom was going to win this match. He's just been on fire lately. And even though he started out tough, I knew he wasn't going to quit. So I'm happy he's moving on. He's one of those anglers from the state. He doesn't travel a lot, so a lot of people don't know him, but he can put up some big numbers. So I'm excited for him.
Well, we definitely have a lot of fans rooting for him going against Mr. Pepin. And, hey, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Jason, who do you have, man?
I know Jent's going back into his honey hole. And, I know in 2 days, a couple weeks ago, he put up I think one day he put up 95.5, and the next 2 days later, I think he put up 90. So I'm gonna have to take my boy Jen. I think he's heading back into that hole after it's gone down for a week or so, and he's gonna put the numbers back up.
Tom, how are you feeling? You think you got it, Tom?
It's going to be tough. I know Pepin's out there. Him and his qualities, man. I tell you, he's doing an awesome job on that. And I'm just going to have to put my game hat on and go out there and do the best I can. It's going to be tough. I can't say if I'm going to do it or not, but I'm going to give it all I got.
All right.
Well, good stuff. I want to say this, Jason Gardner. I want to tell you, man, thank you so much for helping us out, man. You are going to be heading up our Northeast division, and man, I've already seen great things coming through that region, man. And we're going to try to grow this bracket thing over there, and the Northeast is in fantastic hands under your leadership, man. And again, thanks for coming on board and being a part of the directors of KBBT. And man, I'm very happy to have you. And you're very well respected in the kayak community, man. And I'm honored to have you just head up our Northeast division. And let's get this thing rolling, man.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to go and help out, and hopefully I can get. Now that I'm knocked out, it'll be a little bit easier to spend some time getting some information put up on there. So, guys reaching out to me, and I'm like, man, I got to fish all day today. So hopefully in the next couple of days I can get some stuff posted. So.
Well, good stuff, man, and congratulations, man, and again making it this far, and I'm sure he said you're gonna have Tom Gent in your corner, man, and it's gonna be great, man. Maine versus Michigan. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Take care. Great class of men right there, my friend.
Absolutely great class of men. Well, I hit the wrong button. That's another problem with this thing. There's too many buttons. All right, so we got the next matchup is George Nemeth against your best buddy, Matt Linsenman. And before we
might be shaving a beard tonight. Tell him, listen, Matt had a bet that said his wife was talking all sorts of smack on internet about if he needs to shave his beard, and we made it so that if Matt loses tonight, we are going to have a live beard shaving against George the Hammer Nemeth. And Matt put his beard up. I mean, look, I think his beard goes like 10 years.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if Matt loses, I am buying George a 6-pack so he can sit on live camera and watch it get shaved.
Well, listen, again, I think he chose the wrong person here to go against Nemeth, but we're going to find out.
We're going to find out. Let me get old Nemeth in here. He just texted me. He's good to go, and then we'll give Matt a call on the cell phone here. Let me find George. Here he is. See if we can get him on the phone.
Hopefully his wife's got some shaving cream and razors ready. We got to be able to hear this.
It's going to take a lot of razors.
What's up?
Hey, Mr. George.
Uh-oh, hang on. Let me see if I can get my camera going here.
Hey, Matt, I got you on live camera with George and Greg.
It's strange.
What's up, buddy?
There we go.
We're about to find out if you have to shave your beard on KBBT Live here in just a moment.
There you go, man. What's going on, buddy?
My beard?
No, not your beard. Matt's beard.
This is like 6-week growth right there. I'm getting there.
Matt, I was telling them, Matt had a bet with his wife. If he loses to you today, he's got to shave his beard on air.
That explains the money. Okay.
It's incredible.
That explains. All right. That a PayPal transaction I wasn't sure about, and that makes a lot.
That's it. That's it, man. So yeah. Well, cool, man. How was your day, man? Tell us about. I mean, look, man. Congratulations for making to the round of 32. You had a tough battle last week, and here you are, man, battling Matt Leninzen from Michigan. Tell us about your day.
It was cold, windy, rainy, wet, miserable. It was not an enjoyable day on the water.
Wow.
And, I mentioned to Matt earlier today. We checked in with each other when we were launching, and then when we got off the water, just make sure we're like, hey, you good? And
yeah.
I saw in some of his pictures earlier in the day that he had sunshine where he was. And I don't care what the temperature was. He had sunshine. So I didn't have many good words to think of him at the moment.
Do we have Matt on the phone?
We do have Matt on the phone. He's laughing.
Right on.
Matt, tell us about your day, buddy.
Well, it was kind of a slow start. I think I picked up my first fish right around 9. I was fishing upriver a little bit, and John was out by the mouth and just trying to get stuff done, and finally got that first fish at 9, and it was a hard go for the day. I was hoping to bag out today, but that did not happen, unfortunately.
Well, we're not gonna talk total inches yet. You keep that a secret for the moment, because I don't know if George knows what you got, and I know for a fact you don't know what he's got. So you keep that to yourself.
Well, both of you. Let me say this: both of you did not get a limit today. That's how much of a day you guys had, understanding the conditions. But there was one fish that wound up taking the victory here, and I want to know if Matt's shaving his beard. So, Marcus, let's see who's going to the Sweet 16, and let's see if Matt's shaving his beard. Who's the winner today?
We're about to find out if both these guys are going baby-faced. So the person advancing to the Sweet 16, Matt Linsenman.
Right on, man. Good job.
Matt, your beard is safe, buddy.
Thank goodness. And the person really appreciated George. It was great going up against you, and I hope we get to meet on the water in person. You're a great guy, and looking forward to chatting with you in the future, buddy.
Same with you, man. It was great chatting with you leading up to this, and good camaraderie, and a good competition. Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough for you. It was really tough for me.
Yeah.
And, I fished a tournament concurrently with this one today. It's a local Cincinnati kayak fishing deal put on by Strictly Sail and the Tacey's down in Cincinnati, and it was a 3-fish limit, so I got a limit.
You got a limit. There you go, man. Well, Matt, you had 66 inches. George, you had 49.5. George, you want to thank anybody, man? I see that you got what's called Spice It Custom Baits.
Fish X.
Oh, Fish X. Okay, custom
Yeah, I'm
baits.
here trying all my stuff. I got a bunch of boxes open and everything like that. I mean, every kind of rainforest I've talked about was coming down today. And it was Fish X Custom Baits. It's a just a small veteran-owned one-man outfit down in Colorado. And a guy named Rick Spishak, and he's sponsoring a Team Cup team with us and 4 other anglers. And he's just a fantastic guy. scbaits.com, and can rep them any chance I get. Same with the Tacey's down at Strictly Sail in Cincinnati. They're just great folks, great support for any brand kayak that you can want. But you can see what I'm partial to back there.
Absolutely. Well, listen, man, you are a class act, my friend, and enjoyed getting to know you through virtually and how you fish, man. And you're well respected in the kayak community, man. Everybody I've talked to, because I was trying to look ahead in the Sweet 16, who I'm going to face, but I lost. But everybody has great things to say about you, George, and I appreciate you coming on, man, and fishing with us, man. It means a lot. Thank you.
I'm pulling for the beard next week, no matter who he goes up against. There's something about
That's right.
crucial hair that, yeah, I got to envy it. You know, if you don't have it, may as well just wish you did, I guess. But
That's right.
good luck to him. I think it's Lindemann, but good luck to him, and I hope you catch him.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it, buddy, and good luck for the rest of the summer.
You too, man. Appreciate it.
George, thank you, buddy. Matt, congratulations, man. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Congratulations, and moving on to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, buddy. I just got to keep it going.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I just squeaked it in today, so just
Well,
got to keep it going, buddy.
Well, you need to tell your wife leave you alone about your beard, man, and let you just go fishing. So let's go fishing Sweet 16, baby.
Yeah, man.
Talk to you later, Matt.
All right.
Go get buddy.
See you guys. Take care.
Yep. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Again, class acts, man. We have nothing but class acts here. Fantastic people.
Bro, it's great. All right, so up next we have, I believe it is Patrick Tharp and Todd Patrick.
The greatest back and forth battle in bass television history today.
Oh, dude, it was there wasn't any better. I mean, it was grade A.
It was phenomenal.
Out of the two of them combined, I believe there was 4 total fish caught on camera today. So it was unbelievable.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, let's get these boys on.
Yeah, I got Todd ringing right now, and I'm about to be ringing Patrick.
What's up?
Oh, there we got Todd now.
There. Todd.
And we got
guys.
Patrick.
What's up, Patrick? What's going on?
Boys, let me tell you something right now. I was saying this earlier. You guys put on the greatest bass talk trash battle I've ever seen in my life, back to back to back to back, and it was phenomenal. If you guys, don't know what I'm talking about, go back to today's broadcast. You can look it on YouTube, Kayak Bass Bracket Tour channel on YouTube. Look at the replay of what happened between the two of them. Todd catches a fish, talks trash to Patrick. Patrick then catches a fish, turns around, gets it back to Patrick, and Patrick catches 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was crazy. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Well, tell us about. Let's start with Todd. Tell us about your day, my friend.
Slow day, slow start actually. Went to this amazing lake down here that I was privileged to fish with Eric Tadiki and Cody Milton and Mel Ash. We were all down here today and kind of went my own separate way away from everybody and kind of did my thing. And I really am fond of throwing the wacky rig, wacky worms. So I don't have a fish finder even. So what I do is I go for visible structure. And there was a bunch of laydown, bunch of trees. I was just throwing worm all day. Didn't even think I caught my first fish till after 11 a.m. Central. And then my bite caught on fire. I ended up catching 9 fish. When the leaderboard went down, I think I was losing by 30 some odd inches. And I caught some amazing fish between then and now. And it was so fun. Eric's, consistent with like getting me to learn new baits. So he's like, you need to throw a structure jig. And I'm like, I don't throw jigs. So I stuck with my worm all day. And at the end, I had a jig and I threw and I lost the biggest bass of my life. Now I understand the concept behind keeping a bass down when he's on a jig bite, because if he comes up and throws and shakes his head, most likely you're going to lose it. This bass jumped 2 feet from my boat. He was every bit of 2021. It was humongous. It was a girl, obviously, probably female. It was just a super fun day. I never had a 5 bass limit in a tournament. And, today, I did my best. So I had a 5 bass limit, and actually, didn't really get to call anything. Had a bunch of small fish, but I was able to fill out a limit. I'm proud of that. And Patrick, congratulations. No matter what happens, brother, it was fun going against you. It was a privilege.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited to see who goes to the Sweet 16 between us.
Absolutely. You too, man.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your day today, Patrick.
So I started off at a lake. I knew I could catch a limit. I pretty much caught about 50 fish in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And they were all like 12 to 13 inches. So after that, I finally made a move to another lake, about 10. And I stayed there all day. It was slow. I've only been there like one other time, but I managed to get some bigger fish than 12 or 13 inches and kind of just work my way up all day. But it was a slow bite. There was a lot of people out. I mean, it's just like a little park lake. So, I mean, it's like 80 acres and there was like 10, 15 boats out there and probably a dozen shore fishermen. So real estate was a little packed, but so.
Are you guys ready to find out who's facing Matt Linsenman?
It was a 5.75 inch difference between them. Really, one fish call would have done it. Who's going on to the Sweet 16?
Man, I tell you, before I pull this down, I think I had more fun video calling these two guys than I did anybody else all day. I'm going to just flat out say I've talked to both of them. I've talked to Todd a lot on the phone. They're both stand-up acts. Moving on, against the second man from Michigan in the tournament is going to be Mr. Patrick Tharp.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Thank
Your
you.
opponent is Matt Linensen from Michigan. Man, I tell you, the North has shown up tremendously, man. The North really showed up in the North bracket. But, man, you know, Matt, I know what kind of fish he's got. Patrick, you're consistent, man. As I said, you are a well-known name and in your area, and now to get to be nationally known. A lot of people get to know who you are, and when they see your name in a tournament, man, they're gonna be afraid, man. So, I don't know if
People
Matt's gonna bet his beard. I don't know if Matt's gonna be smart enough to bet his beard on this one, my friend. But
people in Michigan and Indiana.